the end of the day, I will go real Philly on you really quickly, okay? And just like that, I'm back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Asia. If you're new here, today's video, we're just going to chit chat, vibe out, hang out, have a little girl time. You guys know I love me a little girly chit chat for some reason, and I just feel real talkative today. You know why? Because it's Saturday, it's 9 o'clock, I'm in the house. Ain't nobody called my phone today. Not a man, not a friend, not a family member, nada. I done changed about 8 poopy diapers today. I had enough. I had it up to here. So I'm gonna pour myself a drink and let's just get right to it. You see, I knew I was onto something when I left my camera propped up, but first things first, let's pour us a drink. If you're under 21, do not pour yourself a drink. We do not condone that over here. But if you're over 21, hey girl, hey, you already know what I'm on. About to pour me some hen dog, some Red Bull, and I'm gonna put it in a cup with some ice. Okay, let's do our little concoction. You know, regular, I would just drink the henny straight and chase it with a Red Bull. But I'm gonna be well, technically, yeah, I'm gonna be classy. I'm gonna be classy for y'all. I'm like, why my phone lighting up? Thought somebody was calling me. You thought. We're gonna do like that much of henny. I've had this personal bottle of henny for like 2 weeks now, and I think it's kind of sad that I still have it. So we need to finish her. So yeah, gonna pop open a Red Bull. I thought that was gonna be crisp, and it wasn't. And then I'm not gonna put too much Red Bull because I ain't trying to be jittery all night. I didn't have like no good juices I could mix my henny with. Like, what was I gonna do? Mix it with orange juice? So the Red Bull will have to suffice. Let's get some ASMR in. It's strong, but that'll do it. That'll do it. So like I said, I just was in a house, and it's so crazy because I go from being like really unmotivated to really motivated all within like a time span of like 6 hours. Like, I was so tired, my hair wasn't done, my toenails wasn't done. Next thing you know, everything was done, and I was like, I need to talk to somebody that's not a toddler, okay? Like, I'm sorry, if you don't have no kids, you don't know what that feels like. And if you do have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, I need to have an adult conversation. And it's Saturday, so I didn't want to call none of my friends or nothing. They probably with their man. They probably on dates. Like, boo, wish it was me. But happy it was you. But I ain't nobody to talk to, so I was happy to sit in front of the camera. So I ain't really have nothing to talk about, quite honestly. I just been in a weird, silly mood. It's so funny because, like, even though I've been doing YouTube for like, I think it's been like 5 years on a dot, I think, don't quote me on that. I feel like as of recently, I started to become more comfortable in front of the camera, and like, I've always been comfortable in front of the camera. Like, I always gave like natural and not nervous. But when I say more natural in front of the camera, I just feel like I just don't care anymore. Like, I feel like before I used to be really overcritical in my head about what I say, when I say it, how I edit things, because I didn't want to be like perceived a certain way. And now I just don't care. Now I just don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, like, I am who I am, and you either like it or you don't like it. And at that point in my life, I don't give a shit. You know? So yeah, like, before it was like I was always being myself, but it was almost like I was being like a watered down version of myself, especially when it came to like my humor, because I have like really, really dry, dark humor, and it's not for everybody. But some people get me and some people don't, and I don't really care. Wait, I was cracking up because are you guys on TikTok? Everybody's on TikTok, right? Like, the TikTok app is just ruling us all until they ban it. Have you guys been seeing like the new Risa Tisa stories? The girl Destiny, talking about how her best friend had a baby by her baby dad. So I've been tuned into that, right? And wait, I was dying at she was doing her own commercial breaks. I couldn't even be mad at it. Like, get your money, sis. Couldn't be mad at the commercial breaks. But someone asked her, what's her sign? And she is an Aries. And I said, it all makes sense because I act just like that. And it's so funny because, like, the things that I have done, the things that I've gone through, I don't talk about too much of it on my YouTube channel, but just know I done lived the life, okay? Like, it's very much behind me. I don't do those things anymore, but I done lived the life pre-YouTube. And when she was talking about taking the gifts, you ain't getting the gifts back, the tires, the key, I was like, damn. All Aries are the same because sis is me, I am sis. Love that from if you guys haven't watched that story, it's hysterical. I'm not gonna do any spoilers or anything. So yeah, I just was laughing because I was like, wow, all Aries are crazy. And it's so funny because I feel like the issue with being an Aries is like, I'm not, if you don't believe in zodiac signs, that's okay. But I feel like the thing with being an Aries is like, we're just very strong people, and we're not mean people until you do us wrong. But like the second you do us wrong, we go for the jugular. Like I want to say Aries are almost like baby Geminis, just like real aggressive, real straightforward, really will hurt your feelings, really will not give a crap. It's crazy, it's intense. So yeah, I had just like opened my notepad because I just was like jotting things down the other day, and I just was like, do I really want to talk about these things? F it, we ball. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. YouTube is my diary. I don't even care, you know? And this is the thing. I used to be like, oh my gosh, what if this person sees this? What if this person said, like, I just don't care anymore because it's my life, it's my story. And, you know, I don't feel like it gets any more invasive than me sitting on the internet crying about how my first kid's dad, I was about to say baby dad, but that just sounds, ugh. Yeah, I've already done it, you know? Like, I've done the worst that I could do, so we might as well keep going. But when I was thinking about it yesterday, I was really sitting there, and a lot of people ask me to make videos on co-parenting. Super random that I'm bringing this up, right? A lot of people always ask me to do videos on how I co-parent because I think that people have seen my growth as a mom, just as a single mom or a single co-parent, whatever y'all want to call me, our dynamic and stuff. And like, I don't really go into logistics, but I think the people that do know who my kids' dads are, it's pretty obvious on social media. Well, more so Harper's dad. Enzo's dad, we don't really make it obvious, I guess, but like if you know, you know. But yeah, like it's really crazy because I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, wow, I would love to like start a podcast and me and him do a segment talking about our co-parenting. One, I would never do it though, just because like we ain't cool like that. But in my mind, it's a good idea, you know. Like I don't think we've reached that point yet, but I think in the future, maybe. I don't know, like if he's open to it. But however, I do think we've come so far with our co-parenting, and I am truly so proud of us. Listen, if you know him or son, don't go tell him what's happening on the YouTube channel, okay? Because I don't like that for you, and I don't like that for me. But I am very proud of how far I've come in co-parenting. You know, I wasn't always the 100% problem, but I was a part of the problem, and I've always acknowledged that. But we have grown so much as a unit, like everybody that was a part of my 17 and pregnant story. And if you just knew, if you read the comments and you like called on to people in the storyline, we have all just come so far. And I am just so proud of us. Like I really, really am. And more than anything, I'm proud of myself because I just never thought I was going to see the damn day. And it's funny because we all say that, like when we do have our conversations, it's just like, I never thought that we would get to where we are now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was thinking about it like yesterday, and I was like, damn, like how did I get to this point where I like mastered co-parenting, right? Like where I co-parent for both of my kids, how I'm just this really level-headed person. And it's so funny though, the reason I started thinking about it is because somebody had DM me. People always DM me about being pregnant and advice and like, what would you do in my position? How do you get over like not wanting your baby dad? Do you want your baby dad? My baby dad cheated on me, left me. Everybody DMs me their scenarios. I love that y'all find me as a safe space. I really, really do. But listen, when y'all ask me, did I ever want my baby dad back? Whether it's one or two, okay? Don't ask me that. Absolutely freaking not. Been there, done that. Like, I just feel like at this point in my life, I don't even know how I got pregnant. That's okay. But, you know, I do feel like there comes a time in the process. Like, I feel like it's very, very normal for a woman to want that family aspect. And it takes a while. It takes a lot of maturing to just take it for what it is and let it go. It almost reminds me of, like, the whole situation on TikTok, and we already know. But you know, when everybody's like, oh, I can't believe she took random man back, it's just a part of the learning process. Like, she's young, it's her first kid, like she don't know no better, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're never gonna know until you're in that situation, and you have to go through it to get through it, okay? And it's the trenches. But for me now, I feel like we're all in such good places in our lives that nobody cares what's going on as long as our kids are happy. And it's whether it's my kids, their kids with other people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, we're all grown. And I grew up like I grew up in a situation, and I've talked about this before, where like my mom and my stepdad and my dad and my, like, we've all like spent Christmas mornings together, like Christmas Day together, or just like any holidays in general. Like we get around, like for my birthday, the kids' birthdays, whatever. Like there has never been a disconnect for as long as I can remember where I had. Who is calling me private at 9:20 at night? So, damn, where was I before I got so rudely interrupted? Guess it's a drink break. Please hold for the ads. Child, I'm about to be in here acting. Get it sexy. Every woman has been there when you have a kid with somebody, whether the situation was perfect or not. At some point, you're like, damn, I should just try. Like, it's an intimate bond to share with someone, you know, to be parents with someone. And no matter how many times you do it, if it's with like different people, you're, even if it's the same person, I guess, like every time that restarts that cycle of having a baby and all those hormones and everything, the look you get in your eye, it's just, you be like, damn, maybe, and then you snap out of it, okay? But yeah, I do feel like I mastered co-parenting a lot, a little bit, not a lot, halfway, maybe 80%. I mastered it. But when I say I mastered co-parenting, it's just like, I'm gonna give you an example. I was told that basically it appeared that like God touched me or something, where I was like saved by the Lord himself for how peaceful of a woman I am these days. And I laughed because I was like, you know, maybe you're onto something. But it's like, why do it anymore? Like, you know, I just care about the well-being of my kids at this point in my life, both of them, and I really want both of them to just have peaceful childhoods. I want to be able to raise them with people that I could call if my kid ever needs something, if my kid's feeling some type of way. Like, I need it to be a safe space for everybody included. And, you know, I was stubborn when I was younger co-parenting, and I mean, I'm still stubborn to this day, but like, I used to just be, no, I'm still like that. I'm not even gonna say it. I've always been the type of person, like, I'm not begging you to be a dad. I'm not chasing you to be a dad. Like, whatever your 100% is, like, I'm gonna take it for what it is, and that's it. Like, I'm not in the business of changing nobody. I always say this on my channel. But it took me some growing up to realize that, like, just because my 100% is completely different than another person's 100% doesn't mean that that's not their 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of the times too, you have to take into consideration like how their parenting was, like how they grew up, what they know, and all of those things. Like, they're trying their best. And I think that once I realized that, it kind of shifted my attitude when it came to co-parenting, because I just was like, I cannot expect so many different things out of these people that I have kids with just because I'm over here like bending over backwards for my kids and I'm doing X, Y, and Z by myself. But it's like, at the same time, they know that it's going to get done regardless by me. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I don't have a choice, but it's that I'm never going to wait and to delay my kids from needing something to wait on somebody else, if that makes sense. So I feel like once I kind of like grasped that idea in my head, I really just became like this person to co-parent. And I don't care. Like, you want me to talk to everybody? You want me to be kumbaya with all the family members? We want to have the joint party. Like, let's do it. As long as our kids are happy, it is what it is, you know. And we're talking about like each one of their dads being around each one of my other kids. Like, it is what it is. We are all grown, okay? And I definitely do think it's something that took me so many years. It took me probably like 6 years, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, to really get in a place where I wasn't hurt and I wasn't angry. And then like, because I went through the whole situation like with my daughter, when it came to me being a single mom with my son, having a co-parent that way, I just was already hip, you know. Like, I just was like, it's nothing you could throw me that I don't know how to do, okay? Like, I really just knew how to handle the situation. I didn't really get my emotions too involved. I just was like, it is what it is. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. Boom. Easy going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you let me know how to make it easy for you to be a parent, and I'll let you know how you make it easy for me to be a parent. It is what it is. Only thing though that will grind my gears to this day, like, I don't care, we could end this happy co-parenting kumbaya in a split second, is for me is like, if you disrespect me as a mother. Because I feel like if you disrespect me as a mother, as the sole caretaker of your child, as the person that's doing all the appointments, all the school activities, you know what I'm saying, the homework at night, helping practice for tests and quizzes, like anything, taking care of them when they're sick, the second you disrespect me, I feel like you're disrespecting your kid at the same time. That I do not take lightly. That I knock all this shit over. Like, that's something that I will instantly just click in my head and be like, F you, I'm done. We ain't even gotta talk. You don't even gotta worry about that version of Asia you had yesterday, an hour ago, 10 minutes ago. I will be done with it so quick. But other than that, I'm pretty easygoing, y'all. It definitely is something that I feel like it comes with growth in a situation. You know, like, ideally nobody wants to be a single mom. We talk about this all the time, and it's so crazy because I hate when I get on TikTok. I don't know why social media has so much beef with single moms. I really, really don't. And for like social media to be such a safe space, I think it's so crazy how they do single moms. And when I see single moms that are openly talking about their story and like just being transparent and vulnerable, I really resonate with it because, one, that's how I created a lot of this groundwork I have on my channel, right? A lot of my following was being transparent about that type of stuff. So like, to me, I'm like, okay, a lot of us go through it. That's for one. A lot of us go through it without wanting to go through it. That's for two. And for three, it just freaking happens sometimes. Like, sometimes life just doesn't go the way you want it to. And social media is so mean to us, especially single moms of color. Like, I don't know why it's that, God forbid, if you're a woman of color and you're a single mom, apparently we chose that life. Apparently we couldn't do it. Apparently we wanted to be single parents. And it's like, it's the most mind-boggling thing for me ever. And it was really crazy for me. I feel like I really noticed this when Arnell kind of did her whole spiel about it. Like, I was seeing it all over TikTok, where she basically was like, some of you might have caught on that I've like been a single mom, or talking about her experience with it. And it's just the things that people like put on you is just so freaking rude. And as somebody that has like gone through it on YouTube, where people are just like, oh, we know the word, and you're just getting pregnant by men. I'm just like, yeah. I put myself in. You're absolutely right. Oh, remember how I said, "Ain't no man reach out to me today"? Boom, got him. Oh, and we got 2 texts back to back on WhatsApp. Yeah, like, I think it's so crazy that they're so mean to like women of color being single moms. I don't know what it is, because I'm just like, why? Like, why are you beating me up? You don't think I beat myself up about being a single mom? Like, I don't get on the internet and I don't try to make it look good or glamorize it, but like, at the end of the day, I'm doing what I gotta do to take care of my kids, okay? Like, can't nobody ever take that from me. Like, I'm a good ass mom, and I've always been a good mom ever since I was 18. Like, I never fell short as a mom, no matter how old I was. And when people used to like bully me about it, I'm just like, you don't know me. You don't know what happened. And like, maybe they didn't give a shit about me. I don't freaking know. Like, those are things I don't want to know, you know? But it's like, do you think that I willingly was like, yeah, impregnate me and let me do it all by myself? No. You know why I would never agree to that? Because I'm a bad bitch, okay? I got a lot going for myself. I've always been a good girl, okay? And when I say a good girl, like, I've always been kind-hearted. I've always been sweet. I've always been attractive. I've always been just like someone where I really want people to thrive in life. Like, I've always been a pure person. Why would I want that for myself? Like, I made my life harder, you know? Especially being 17 and pregnant. Like, I do myself since then. I don't even know what it feels like. I'm 28 years old. I to this day don't know what it feels like to just be like, oh, I want to go to the bar. I'm gonna go to the bar. Oh, I want to go to dinner. Like, I don't know what it feels like to up and leave. And I'm 28. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been a mom since I was a kid myself. And watching people be so mean to single moms, I be ready to tussle in the comments. Like, I be wanting to just go at it with people. But that's the thing. When you're like someone, and I'm not saying I'm someone on the internet, but like, when you are a person of, what is the word I'm looking for? When you're like a person that's like, not of value, of stature on the internet, you can't just come at people any type of way, because somebody might screenshot it and, you know, it's just gonna become this whole big thing. So I try to keep it cute. I try to keep it classy. From time to time, y'all might see me. I do be arguing in my comments, because don't get it twisted, I ain't that damn nice. Like, at the end of the day, I will go real Philly on you really quickly, okay? And that it is what it is. Like, sorry, can't control it. Look at me. But, I hate that for us, because I just feel like, 1, we already going through enough. 2, we already beating ourselves up. 3, we already feel like fail people. Like, here we are raising our kids by our goddamn self. Nobody wants to do that. And then you got people on the internet telling you about yourself. Girl, BFFR. Like, are you freaking kidding me right now? And I just feel like every time I'm seeing it on the internet, it's always only women of color. It's never palm colored people. What's that about? Like, okay, anyways, yeah. For all of you social media haters that hate single moms, we hate you back. Like, what do you want us to do? But I mean, I definitely feel like, again, it's just one of those things I've learned to freaking ignore, because the things that people comment on my stuff and like will DM me, I'm just like, are you done? Did that make you feel better? You feel better about yourself for beating me the hell up this morning? Like, god damn. But yeah, even when I sometimes even seeing how like I'm talking about serious topics and like in a sense I'm not serious, it makes me think, how the hell are we the new adults? And I know we see this all the time on social media. How are we the new adults? I think about how if an apocalypse was to happen, I wouldn't know how to do a lot of things to survive. These are just things that cross my mind, okay? How are we the new adults? Let's really talk about it. I'm 28, you guys know that. I know. I know what you're thinking. Oh, Asia, you look 22. I know. But yeah, I'm 28. I had a kid at 17. I had my second kid at 25. And I definitely feel like all the time, I feel like I'm like a 22-year-old trapped in my body. And sometimes I'm like, that's disgusting. Like, you need to grow the hell up. I do have these conversations with myself every single day. I'd be like, you need to grow up. You need to just mature a little bit. Like, you're childish as hell. That's why I've been so open with my personality lately, because it's like, take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do often feel like I'm 23, 24 years old. You guys know I always say I feel like I lost a couple years of my age due to the pandemic and being trapped in the house. But I also just feel like I'm just not 28. I don't know what this is. I feel like, damn, 28's not old. I'm not saying 28 is old, but I am saying it's mature. And I know what you're thinking. Asia, you're mature sometimes. Asia, you're a little wise sometimes. But I'm also not in a lot of areas, you know? And I ain't trying to fake it on the internet. Yeah, but sometimes I think, damn, it's bad enough I'm out here raising humans, okay? Raising two at that, a boy and a girl. Raising two humans. But then on top of that, I just be like, I just learned how to cook a couple years ago, okay? Like, I just learned that if a grease fire was to happen, how to put it out thanks to TikTok. How are we the new adults? And I'm not saying you're like me, but I'm just speaking from my heart. That, am I fully equipped to live life? I don't know. I'm learning as I go. And it's just a crazy experience for me. I'm not gonna freaking lie, okay? And I'm not ashamed to say it. But going hand in hand with it though, I do always look at like a lot of my growth as just a person. Like, even though I still feel like really young at heart. And I feel like that's great that I'm young at heart. Like, I'm a young soul. You know what's crazy? No, I'm an old soul. But I feel like I'm young at heart. I feel like with that though, sometimes I reflect on who I was 10 years ago, even like before I had my daughter, like around that age frame. The growth that I've been through mentally, and of course in life you're going to grow. Now, I'm not even going to say that because some people don't grow up mentally, i.e. men. But the growth that I've experienced, I'm like, damn, like my whole perspective has shifted over a lot of things in life. Like just how I carry myself, how I think about myself, how I think about my peers, my acquaintances, people I come across that I don't know from a can of paint. My perspective on so many things in life has changed as I get older, and I'm just so appreciative that I've always remained open-minded to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can't stand the closed-minded person. Oh, I just want to fight them. Like, why are you so closed-minded? Why you don't want to learn? Why you don't want to just change? You know what I'm saying? I don't like that for them. It kind of pisses me off when people are like that. Like, I be want to argue with them. I'm like, but there's no point in arguing with them. It's like talking to a brick wall. The things that come into my head are insane. Let's take a drink break. Please hold. Cue the elevator music. That'll do it. I was on Threads. Are you guys a Thread girly or ex girly or guy? If you're a guy, we don't discriminate. I was on Threads. Was I on Threads? I like Threads because I feel like a lot of the threads are about like content creators, their experiences with brands. They be trying to help the girlies out. I love that about Threads. I don't get on there often, but I do get on there sometimes. But I was on there and somebody was like, plain etiquette is to not recline your seat. I was appalled. Who the hell made that rule? And don't get me wrong, maybe it is etiquette, okay? Maybe I ain't got no class then. I paid for this goddamn seat. If I would have reclined it, put it upside down, put it in my goddamn pocket, that's what I'm finna do, okay? I said, oh, you goddamn Americans. Y'all be making up life as y'all go. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, actually. Like, don't recline your seat. Talking about now your seat is in my lap. That is a problem between you and the airlines, not you and me. Don't recline your goddamn... I was like, maybe I need to go to etiquette school. Because what? Don't recline my seat? Are you kidding me right now? I feel like I look so small because there's so much space above my head, but like, we're just chilling. We're leaning back. We're just, yeah, don't recline your seat is crazy. That's insane. That's actually like diabolical. Don't recline your seat on a plane. How you gonna tell me what to do with something I spend my hard-earned dollars on? And we ain't even gonna talk about how flights is expensive, okay? These ain't COVID prices no more for flights. So you're telling me on a plane that has a button that I can push my seat back that I'm not supposed to do it because you ain't got no leg space? You should have paid for the exit row, or you should have paid for business or first class. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I said, what? Are we serious right now? All I see is the movement in the screen. It's Leah's vlog. I was like... Sounds like you need a private jet then, huh? Because this ain't that. I was like, wow, these are the problems people are talking about. Who is making these goddamn rules? Don't recline your seat. And the sassy men, wow, I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for goddamn words on the internet. I said, ugh. And I'm also like on Threads, I'm also so tired of hearing about this 50-50 conversation. Like, if the 50-50 is for you, if it's not for you, like, who gives a shit, you know? Because somebody asked me that. I think it was the last chit chat we did, and somebody was like, oh, do you do 50-50? I would never do 50-50. That's just me though. That's just me. It ain't gotta be you. Because babes, I'm an ass. The last person I was like seriously dating, I asked, do you believe in 50-50? Let me know now so I can exit right now, okay? Let's make this clear. Let's not get into a situation and then we find this out. I need to know before I start liking you too much. Yeah, you know, I feel like we just talk about it every couple days and it's just like so tired and so annoying because it's like, who gives a crap what anybody else is doing in their relationship? Like, if you like it, I love it. But it ain't for me. I don't like it like that. Yeah, don't recline your plane seat. Hashtag diabolical. It's crazy. Life is insane. I cannot believe I've been doing YouTube for like 5 years, 6 years. I don't feel like it's been 6 years. I think it's been like 5.5, 5 and some change. It's crazy because I just reached 56K. Thank you guys so much for 56,000. I feel like 55K might have been the hardest hurdle I've had so far in my career. And during that time, it was beating me up mentally that I was not passing 55K. Like, no matter how many videos I did, changing up my content, like, it just was not happening. At some point, I was like, am I blacklisted on YouTube? Because a lot of people were telling me, like, they weren't seeing me on their feed. And mind you, I've been posting, like, on Sundays. I post in the middle of the week. So I was like, okay, YouTube is not sharing my stuff. Okay, whatever. And then, like, my views just started dropping drastically. And I was like, okay, maybe people aren't watching. But I feel like 55,000 was the hardest hurdle for me to overcome so far. And it was something that was beating me up as a content creator. Because I was like, maybe this is, like, the hard hurdle for me. Because, you know, they always say, like, the first 1,000 is the hardest. 1,000 wasn't hard for me when I started. And I'm not saying this, like, to gloat or anything. But, like, I'm just speaking of my own personal experiences. 1,000 for me wasn't a hurdle when I started YouTube. It actually came, I want to say, rather quickly, probably in like a week or two. And I reached 25K in like, I think like 2 months. Like, I don't feel like in my whole career yet, I ever was like staring at the numbers like, oh my gosh, why will the numbers not go up until 55K? It would not pass. And I just was like, damn, what is going on? That all changed today though, and I reached 56,000 and growing. So I'm so thankful for you guys. But yeah, watching myself grow up on YouTube has just been a time. Like, sometimes I like go and like private old videos, and not because I'm like ashamed of anything that went on in the videos, but just because I'm not like proud of like the editing. And of course it's because I had just started at the time, but I'm just really hard on myself. I'm a perfectionist. Like, if I'm not proud with the video, it's getting nicked. So like a lot of my old videos are privated. Things where I feel like my personality wasn't showing through, those are privated. And again, it's not because I don't want people to see them. I understand like showing my growth is important. I don't even know where to put this, but I just don't feel like they were my true expression of myself. And even when I do go through and like look at some of my old stuff, I'm like, it's so crazy just to see how comfortable I am in front of the camera, how like more of myself I am, how I've blossomed, seeing like my relationships with people change, seeing my confidence grow, seeing my body change. Like, oh, let's not even talk about getting to love my new body and like things that are changing as I get older. Let me tell y'all how I had to pluck 3 chin hairs today. What is she, a gorilla? Like, what are you talking about? 3. And I felt them all week because if I go like this a lot, like I am someone that touches my face a lot. You guys know I used to pick my skin, I used to bite my nails. Like I'm really a fidgety person with like a lot of little ticks, if you will. And I was like, it's a goddamn chin hair. I was like, I'm gonna tweeze it when I get up. Finally got around to tweezing it today. Yeah, I went to tweeze it. It was 3. It was 3. So not only was there 1, there was 3. They had the nerve to multiply. And I've had chin hairs for a while. I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't know. I'm just a hairy person. My face is hairy. My arms is hairy as hell, if you could see that. Don't get no ideas. Nothing else is hairy, okay? I keep those areas maintained. But I'm a hairy person. And learning to love this new me, this me that's going gray. And, you know, you guys know I'm going prematurely gray. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the fact that my parents are going gray. And my mom is like 45. My dad's like 50 something. Matter of fact, I think my dad is goddamn, what is it called? Not salt and pepper when you silver? A fox? I don't know. My dad's goddamn silver. He just started to embrace it. My mom be graying a lot, but she be dyeing her hair. And my grandmother on my dad's side, she was gray very early on too. And I was like, I'm doomed. Oh my God. And the kicker is, y'all, I'm allergic to hair dye. Yes, I'm allergic to hair dye. I couldn't dye my hair even if I wanted to. Unless I want my scalp to be on goddamn fire, I cannot dye my hair. So, yeah, that's fun. But my hair is losing its pigment. I always thought that hairs grow in gray. Turns out a strand of hair could lose its pigment. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Don't say you learned that from me. But I have grays that are the length of my hair. Not little nubby nubs, not pieces that are here. I have full-blown pieces of gray hair, and I am astonished. I have a lot of them. If you start to part my hair, they're everywhere, and I've just started to embrace them because I don't got time to pick them, okay? But between the going gray, and I be having visible ones. You guys know I be having them like up here in my part area. I don't know if you can see any on the camera. But between the gray hairs, and you guys know I gained weight. I've been on semaglutide for like 4 effing weeks, thinking I'm gonna start losing weight. And turns out I got on a scale, I was heavier. I'm gonna tell y'all because this is a safe space, but the scale said, and the scale's not everything, but wowzers, my scale said 175 pounds. My scale has never said that in my life, and my body feels it. I am just gaining weight, and the weight is not coming off. I got on semaglutide. I feel like my semaglutide is starting to take effect in my body though, because like I get really bad acid reflux now. I googled it. Apparently only 2% of people get that side effect. I'm one of the 2%. But also when I eat, I could be enjoying a meal, and then 3 bites later, the idea of taking another bite is like disgusting to me. Like I love eggs, and I was eating scrambled eggs the other day, and all of a sudden the texture was disgusting to me. The taste, all of it, like it's really crazy. So I feel like it is starting to work for me. So hopefully, babes, hopefully we start losing weight or something, because I'm trying to get a hold of my weight while I can, and I'm trying to embrace my new weight. Like don't get me wrong, I like my little booty and all that, but the tummy we could do without. And it's so crazy too how like women were always like, oh, we hate the tummy, we hate like the mom bods. Like first of all, we push our kids, and then it's like the men don't care. The men like it. The men like the squishiness, and the whole time it's us comparing ourselves to other women. But yeah, accepting my new self, that's kind of been my biggest learning curve. I feel like that's why I've been getting like really down out of nowhere lately. It's like I'll have good days where I really embrace myself, and then I have other days like when I'm ovulating and I look pregnant. Oh, babe, don't even get me out the bed, because abso-freaking-lutely not. Like, when I'm ovulating, my stomach is so, like, not swollen, but like so inflamed now, where it literally looks like I'm like 4 or 5 months pregnant, and I get so sad about it. And it's only when I'm ovulating though. But then like any other time, like I'm okay with my body. But yeah, accepting my new body has been an adventure for me. The grays, I look young because I have Botox, but you know, like I'm just trying. I got 2 more years in my 20s. I'm trying to be on top of my health. And my Oura ring says that my cardiovascular age is 3 years advanced. It doesn't say it's a bad thing. It says it's normal, but I would like it to be a little bit younger than my age. You know, I got kids. I don't need it to be older than me. So there's that. Cheers, bestie. Yeah. Life has just been life thing. I just want to talk to my friends. I just want to vibe out. That's so funny that I'm like that, because I just be wanting to hang out. And you know what's so funny? So I think I was more motivated to film today after seeing like my subscriber count grow from the collective haul video. And while I love doing collective haul videos, and I know a lot of people have followed me from those in the past too, if I feel like I don't have nothing exciting in the show, I just won't do them for a while. But the video is like performing so well right now, and I was like, gotta be consistent. Like while the algorithm is on my side, I was like, let me post a video, because there's no vlog going up this week. So I'm just really grateful for you guys, and I just feel like I don't say thank you enough, even though you guys are probably like, we know you're thankful. So if you're still watching the video at this point, please leave me a comment down below so I can select somebody for a giveaway winner in place of the vlog. In order to enter for that giveaway, make sure you're following me on Instagram, and then make sure you're subscribed. If you don't have an Instagram, it's okay, but if you do, please follow me over there. It's at Adrianary. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and just tell me, would you ever get back with your baby daddy? Tell me, let me know, would you ever get back with your baby dad? But yeah, I don't know, you know, it's crazy, because I definitely love editing these videos and seeing how much more comfortable I am in my skin, like filming. I really wanted to film a video with Stephanie today, my best friend, but she didn't come over. She didn't even offer to come see me, and I'm distraught about that. BTW, are y'all going to the Chris Brown concert? Because I really, really want to go. I get such bad FOMO when I see TikToks of all concerts, and I'm like, I didn't even know I had to go to this concert, but now I gotta go. And I know Chris Brown has a pass, so does everybody else, and I want to go see him. But I can't go on the weekend in Philly, because I'm already going to a concert that weekend. So I'm like, do I go on a weekday or do I go in another city? Child, but let me take you down. I really want to. I need to see it in person. I already looked at the set list. I don't even know the first like 18 songs, and that's okay. I still might go. So let me know if you guys are going to the Chris Brown concert. But yeah, enter the giveaway down below in the comments, and I'll select somebody, and I'll curate like a little box of like extra PR goodies I have. You guys know I just curate like little gift boxes for you guys. But yeah, I think we'll just end the video here, because I said I was only gonna film for 30 minutes. It's 9:51. Did I just yip for 50 minutes? But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you guys are new here, hey girl, hey. But again, I'm so grateful to every single one of you, new and old, on this channel. I really, truly cannot say enough. You guys are the reason that I am able to be a single mom, a stay-at-home mom, and just, I love that for me. And I really am so appreciative, so grateful to you guys. Like literally, I can never say thank you enough. There's no words that ever could make up for how grateful I am for you. And it is all glory to God, okay? But yeah, if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about like in a future chit chat, because I will just sit down in this camera. I feel like I'm gonna leave the camera right here for a couple weeks. I don't know, something about like filming in my bedroom is just like so nostalgic to how I started my channel. I just feel like so much more comfortable in my space rather than my office. So yeah, let me know some topics down below. Send me TikToks of things you want me to discuss. Send me scenarios. I don't care. Meet me in my DMs. You already know how we go down. And I will see you guys in a couple of days for my next video. And next week there will be a vlog. I love you guys, and thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next week.